It's Graham here, living the dream in 2019, and this is the continuation of part 2 of Antigua 19 and our vacation diary. There's going to be no introduction to this video, so let's go straight to Tuesday and continue our vacation diary at Fiona's and my Sandals Grande Antigua vacation during October 2019. Tuesday and day 3 of our Sandals Grande Antigua vacation started early for me on the beach, preparing the introductions for these videos while Fiona snoozed in bed. However, as I returned to the room, I found that Fiona was sporting exactly the same t-shirt as me, the 2019 Sandals returning guest t-shirt. Yes folks, today Fiona and I would be matching. How cool was that? Not. We also decided to have a break from the Bayside for breakfast this morning, and we would head to Mario's, Italian restaurant by night, buffet restaurant by morning. And this is where Fiona got rather excited, spotting these 2 enormous bottles of red wine. Fiona, it's breakfast. Drink comes after 12. To be honest, Mario's, just like the Bayside, is a buffet-style breakfast restaurant. The thing was, Bayside had the view, and of course that gorgeous beach. Mario's didn't. And this is why Fiona and I only ate in Mario's this morning. For the rest of our vacation, we went to the Bayside every morning for breakfast. I want to be clear, there is nothing wrong with Mario's, but for us, the Bayside just had that little extra. And of course, that great beach. After breakfast at Mario's, Fiona, of course, had to look into that store on the way back to our room. After breakfast, it was time to relax beside the pool for a few hours. And after lazing around the pool for a few hours, we'd built up quite an appetite. So today, Fiona and I decided to try pizza. Of course, that included the obligatory wine and beer. When in Sandals, it would have been rude not to.
Have fun.
One Tuesday afternoon, Michael and I had arranged to go snorkeling, so we agreed to meet at the water sports centre. This was actually quite funny. Sandals could have brought the boat slightly closer to the shore, and it felt like I was watching that movie, Saving Private Ryan, without, of course, being shot at. had no idea how this was going to go today. At Christmas, Fiona had bought me a brand new snorkel mask with an adapter for my GoPro. So I guess, whichever way I'm looking, so will the GoPro. Let's go and see if we can spot any fish. In conclusion, I thought the GoPro actually worked quite well. However, with the recent rain, the water had been churned up, so the visibility, I guess, was not that great. Anyway, time to head back to Sandals. I think Michael and I had earned the right for another drink. And here we go again, Saving Private Ryan without the bombs and bullets.
I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay a while. I'll reach up to hold.
And where did we go for that drink? Well, we met the girls at the Quiet Swim Up bar. However, looking at the mood that they were in, I guessed that they had been drinking for some time already.
In your warm embrace, oh, I hope this feeling lasts till the oceans turn to glass and the world around us turns and fades to black. Together we'll hold back the sun in this moment, forever young. Against the stream of time we'll run, baby. We'll hold back the sun. This feeling moves me every single day. I'm captured by your charm.
On Tuesday night, Donna, Michael, Fiona and I had booked to go to the OK Corral. The OK Corral is billed as a Tex-Mex restaurant, and while you do need to reserve a table, there is no dress code. Donna and Michael had said this restaurant was one of their favourite during their last trip to Sandals Grande Antigua. So we also booked OK Corral for Friday night, our last night of this holiday. However, after this first visit, we cancelled Friday night and chose to go to the Bayside instead. First of all, there was a live band playing on the courtyard stage, so we could barely hear ourselves breathe, never mind hold a conversation. Next, the food was cold, and in fact it was prepared pretty poorly. To be honest, I think we were all so disappointed. And as a result, we didn't even stay for dessert, instead choosing to leave this restaurant and head to Paris in the Mediterranean courtyard for coffee and cake.
When the sun goes down and the world spins round, when I lay right next to you, I can't close my eyes even though I try. These perfect.
And when Fiona and I had arrived back in a room, the Club Sandals team had decorated our bed and left us this gorgeous chocolate cake. I guess that it is these small things that define Sandals. Wednesday morning and day 4 at Sandals Grande Antigua saw Fiona and I heading back to the Bayside for breakfast. Except this morning, we took the alternative route. me like every time you walk somewhere different around this incredibly well manicured resort that is Sandals Grande Antigua, you find another little gem, another hideaway pool, and the longer I stayed at this resort, the more I fell in love with it.
And I know just what to say, and I know just what to do, and I'm so sick of pain, but it's hard to quit with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game, and I know it's safe to explain. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying to get reason right. Let's take our time and choose whether we green or yellow, whether we deep or shallow. Please me now, 'cause we're about to.
And of course this was why Fiona and I loved coming to the Bayside for breakfast each morning. And who could blame us? This beach is absolutely gorgeous.
You put a little bit of gasoline, burned out, so to speak. Come a little closer.
To be honest, Wednesday was a gorgeous day. Fiona and I decided to laze around the pool, have lunch, and all without the camera. However, in the afternoon we decided to attend another open house. And this time a room that was billed as the best room on site, the best room in Sandals Grande Antigua, a room that was in the Mediterranean side of the resort, and a room that actually, what it cost for 1 week, Fiona and I were able to get 2 trips to Sandals in 2020.
Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying to get reason right, let's say.
Later on Wednesday afternoon, Fiona and I decided to take a walk along the beach, this time venturing out of the resort itself. Fiona, is that your dad's next project?
Yep, that's it, Dad. To come and rescue this one, rebuild it, sail it back.
I think the story that we were told is this boat belonged to drug runners. They got chased onto the beach a number of years ago by the authorities, and today the boat lies in ruins.
Take a man's, but can't go through the same regret. It could feel so good on mine. Love by love, again, 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 again. And I know it's safe to explain.
We were now en route back to catch up with Donna and Michael because the sunset looked like it was going to be absolutely gorgeous, and therefore Michael and I wanted to have another go at setting up the GoPro on time-lapse, and this is what we got this time, and I have to admit it looks a lot better than the first time.
When your heart is full of nothing at all, and your body runs, you forgot what for. Your eyes reflect light from a fire that is gone, and your feet are the only things that drag you along. When you're low on love, it's too high from it. When the words they said were the stones and sticks buried in a cage, 100 miles underground. When the rubble is falling, you'll be singing aloud. Don't you feel it now? Your lungs are still breathing in air and out, and your feet are still hitting the ground. So you gotta hold on. You've gotta hold on. Drops, you're out of luck. You hold your breath, you get back up when the rain turns to thunder, like a beat of a drum, and you're out.
And here's some photographs that I took from Donna and Michael's balcony while the GoPro did its job.
The key got lost to a door you knew, and the lock will rust, but you follow through and you lose in your balance, 'cause they're cut in the wire. Now you're running with scissors, you're a flare to a ride. Don't you feel it? I fell asleep at night.
Thursday and day 5 of Antigua 19, and it was going to be a quiet one. As usual, Fiona and I started in the Bayside for breakfast, but this morning I left the GoPro and the DJI back in the hotel room safe.
Everything feels so misplaced. The sky is at my feet and the ground above my head. I'm landing
And for lunch we went back to barefoot on the beach.
on flying cars, but I feel like I already know this place. It was the first time our eyes collided. I wish that I could see her face again.
And during late afternoon, our sunbathing by the Sunset Bluff pool was interrupted by a short rain shower. Guys, Antigua is in the tropics, so you've got to expect some rain every day. However, there clearly were some hardy souls who decided they were wet anyway, so they might as well stay in the pool. For me, Fiona made a cup of coffee and I got on with some video editing. I did tell you Thursday and day 5 was going to be a short one because Fiona and I brought the day to a close at the Drunken Duck.
Told me how to talk without.
Day 6 and Friday was our last full day at this incredible resort that is Sandals Grande Antigua. I'm an early riser, and while Fiona was therefore snoozing, I headed down to the beach with a GoPro to take some photographs. And here is my montage of photographs from the incredible beach at Sandals Grande Antigua.
So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break.
And during Friday and our last full day at Sandals Grande Antigua, Fiona and I did our best to enjoy the swimming pool at the Sunset Bluff while dodging the odd rain shower.
Back to life.
And today we ordered pizza to go and enjoyed it at a room at the Sunset Bluff pool.
One I wanna recognize.
As most of you who follow this channel know, I had rather a significant birthday this year, and for my birthday, Donna and Michael very kindly bought us all a sunset cruise for 4 on our last full day at Sandals Grande Antigua. This catamaran picked us up from the beach just after 4:30. And after being served drinks and a safety demonstration, in which order I can't remember, we set sail for a tour on the west coast of Antigua ahead of what we hoped would be an incredible sunset. However, the weather this afternoon had not been playing ball, so we weren't sure what we would get as the sun would be setting around 5:30. As we cruise along the west coast of Antigua, I do want to add a personal note here and thank Donna and Michael for this incredible gift. It was a fantastic way to end an incredible day, but most importantly, this touching gift was the highlight of an incredible week with incredible friends at Sandals Grande Antigua. Donna and Michael, I don't know how to thank you, other than to say a massive thank you for this awesome gift. And this is us entering St. John's Harbour, the capital city of Antigua. If you look back to our video on Monday, you will see Michael, Donna, Fiona and I as we visited St. John's and the Duty Free Mall. And this, folks, is the Royalton Hotel and Resort, which I think is owned by the Sunwinds Group and therefore TUI. From what we could see from the boat, it looked like a traditional hotel complex with beach apartments and these fantastic overwater bungalows. Don't get too excited, folks, because Royalton is no substitute for Sandals. It is a family resort and therefore you're going to get rugrats and rowdy teenagers. Lady Luck was clearly on our side tonight. As the sun began to set over St. Kitts to the west of Antigua, the clouds finally gave way to give us what was quite a reasonable sunset. After all, this is why we were at sea this evening. And after the sun had set and we were en route back to Sandals, the catamaran took on more of a party atmosphere. And Friday night is where we're going to leave part 2 of Antigua 19. Join us in part 3 as we enjoy our last day at Sandals Grande Antigua and then make our way back to the airport before crossing the Atlantic and then back to Glasgow. And I'm going to close this video with these official photographs taken by the on-site Sandals photographer.